There are petty little habits we pick up here and there, which right now might seem so insignificant in our lives. But when care is not taken, it has such grievous future consequences. This is why I am starting this series called Breaking Negative Habits to help shed more light on these terrible petty habits sometimes you might not even know you have, and also help us break away from them. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed. Are you new here? Welcome to this amazing channel, which is meant to inspire, guide, coach, and empower young people to reach their desired dreams and aspirations. We all have this little voice within us that speaks to us. Sometimes it encourages us, makes us feel good, feel happy, feel excited about something. Sometimes it makes us feel so amazing. Other times it becomes the opposite. It makes us feel unloved, not good enough, not qualified, and so many other things. That is the inner critic that we have inside of us. This inner critic can be so helpful at times, and other times it becomes so negative and can be so toxic to our growth and development. Today, I'm going to talk about negative self-talk, which is something we all do a lot of the times. We do this unknowingly. Sometimes we do this knowingly. Other times we do this because of maybe an external pressure or something that somebody has said to us or whatever. But stay tuned today as I delve into my first topic for this series, Breaking Negative Habits, which is negative self-talk. Let's break from this negative self-talk together. Negative self-talk is that inner conversation or dialogue you have within yourself that has the ability to limit how much you believe in yourself, your potential, and how you appreciate or cherish your capabilities. This can be so disturbing. You have to remember, as you think, so do you become. All right? Meaning that whatever you give time to and your mind to can possess you and can lead you into ruins. Now, let us look at the negative effect of negative self-talk on our lives as individuals. Negative self-talk can build so much stress within you as an individual. As this stress becomes so saturated within you, you begin to emit the stress to the people around you. Your loved ones, your children, your husband, wife, friends, and even your colleagues, which can destroy a lot of relationships. It also decreases your motivation to do specific tasks because at that point you have fed yourself so much negativity that you feel you cannot do anything. So your motivation, that inner desire and drive to rise, to reach your goals and aspiration begins to dwindle, which sometimes if care is not taken, there is nothing you can do to save that. Negative self-talk can lead to helplessness. Helplessness makes you feel like there is nothing that can be done to change your situation. Nobody can do anything to better your life. You're just how you are and you just accept it. Another thing is that it can lead to depression. Depression is when you become sad all the time, lonely all the time, feeling like, there is nothing that can be done. You always lose interest in everything. The other thing that negative self-talk can lead to is being obsessed with perfectionism. You just want everything to be correct, everything to be on point, everything to be perfect. In such a feeling or in such a situation, you just don't want to start trying and learn to better yourself as you grow. Okay, you just want it to be perfect. Always waiting for the best timing, always waiting for the best or right amount of money to start something, always waiting for perfection before you begin. This can destroy you. As a human being, there is no way you would say you would not have conversations with yourself. Sometimes you have conversations with yourself in your privacy, you just laugh. Other times you're just sitting there doing something serious and a thought just comes to mind and you start smiling. This means that we would have self-talk all the time. But now let's look at ways that we can minimize the negative self-talk and rather focus on the positive. Okay, so now let's look at ways we can minimize this negative self-talk we have with ourselves. One, let's catch our inner critic. Whenever your inner critic begins to have a conversation with you, be ready to notice whether it is going to start negative or positive. As soon as it starts the negative, Stop it. Stop it. And rather start replacing the negatives with positive self-talk. This is something that I believe would help us a lot. The other thing we can do is to notice whenever our inner critic begins to speak to us. Soon as it is negative, ask yourself this question. Are these words I can say to my friend, my mother, my family, my loved ones? If these are not, then please stop it right there. Anytime you start having a conversation with yourself, remember to shift your perspective. If you realize that you are beginning to start saying negative things or having negative conversation, shift your perspective to having positive conversation with yourself. That is one of the ways that you can help yourself a lot. One thing that I used to do is that when I'm there and I'm doing something and a thought comes to mind, when the thought makes me smile, then I know it's a thought that is positive. When the thought makes me feel uncomfortable, that instant, I have to just switch my mind to start thinking about, wow, instead of thinking about this, what about that thing that happened last time? Finally, see your inner critic as your friend. How do you talk with your friend? What sort of conversations do you have with your friend? How do you relate with your friend? That is how I want you to start relating with your inner critic. The moment you start relating with your inner critic as a friend, it becomes so welcoming and it sees you as itself. And there are things that you can tell your friends, okay? Then there are things you cannot tell your friends. So as soon as that relationship is established with your inner critic assumes you are friends. So it cannot bring out such negative things. It would always be at that point where it encourages you, inspires you, edges you on, and pushes you. All right? So I hope that all that I've talked about today has been helpful to you. I dwelt more on the negatives because I wanted you to realize some of the things that we do, petty little things we do here and there, which we might not even know that it's we building our own negative self-talk. So I hope that this has been helpful. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please like this video so that we can grow this channel. Share this video with your friends and loved ones, and let's grow together. I will see you in my next video.